Hi guys, Spinifex Left Hand here. The end of February 2014 brings to a close my second full metal detecting year, and I'd just like to do a really quick wrap up before I announce my first competition. So in the modern coins I found 650 of those for a dollar value of just under $400. Plenty of bling which made the hunts interesting. And I found this phone as a surface find. Probably found it on the day that it was lost. Like anything of value I find, I do try and return it to its owner, but I haven't had any luck in doing that this year. Rings, 14 of those for the year, and that includes my first, second and third gold rings and 3 sterling silver rings also. This is my best find for the year. It's a platinum ring, 950 parts per thousand of platinum. It's size 13 and 7mm wide. The spot price for platinum is about $1,600 an ounce. This is weighing in at 8 grams, so I guess the melt value of that would be around $400 Australian. The retail price of the ring itself is better than $2,000. Guys, I see a lot of you on your YouTube metal detecting channels run various competitions, and having never had an original idea in my life before, I thought that I'd like to do the same. The difference between my competition and some of the others though is that to be in it, you don't have to subscribe, you don't have to like, and you don't have to comment. In fact, if you're already subscribed, and about 150 of you are, then you'll gain automatic entry. The other difference between my competition and some of the others is that because I'm into instant gratification, and I suspect that some of you are as well, then I'm not only announcing the competition today, but I'm also going to draw the competition today. That in effect means that you could win this competition without realising that you'd been entered, at least not up until the point that I either contact you or you see this video. So let's go over to the prize cabinet and let's see if we can't find something decent to give away. Let's check it out. Okay guys, well this is the prize cabinet here. We'll just pan through the stuff really slowly and see if we can't find something to offer as a prize. What about this thing here? I'd like to accept this award on behalf of metal detectorists all over the world for the quality of their videos, their narration and their editing, and for the general promotion of the hobby itself. I just love shiny metal objects, and it was probably this sort of stuff that got me into metal detecting in the first place. So here we have lighters, badges, pins, razors, locks, escutcheons, metal aeroplanes, commemorative ware, coffin furniture. This Coca-Cola yo-yo there, it was a good pickup. I got that for $13 in a bric-a-brac store, and I recently saw one sell on eBay for just under $400. That's a late 1960s genuine Russell Australian-made yo-yo.
watches, piggy banks, old glassware, an inkwell, a big fat 1 ounce Australian 999 silver coin, a compass, cigarette cases, Bakelite, old gun, silver spoons, lead soldiers, old plaques from various pieces of machinery and weighing machines, gauges, religious paraphernalia, pocket knives, a brass fire extinguisher, old tool tins, Zippo lighters, Anzac badges, spark plugs, and an effigy of Captain Cook there. We'll just go through it again quickly, and if you see anything you like, just pause the video. Nice brass keys there. Okay, I think I've found a couple of items. Let's go and check them out closer.
Hi guys, well I managed to find a couple of things in the cabinet, so let's check it out. This first item here, it's a medallion. It's made from .999 fine Australian silver, and it says that on the coin, and it weighs in at 7 grams. So on the obverse here, we've got a map of Australia, including its states and territories. And then on the reverse, we've got a beautiful depiction of an Australian red kangaroo in full flight. I really like this coin for its simplicity. It can't be mistaken as coming from any other country. And it's actually even difficult for me to give this up, but the spirit of generosity prevailed, and that's part of the prize. So just a couple of things here I'll share with you about the country here. So I actually live up here in the state of Queensland. I live up in the far north around the Cairns area, and that's in the wet tropics. I've got another sub up here, goes by the name of NQ Explorers. G'day Warren and Colleen. NQ is a great guy. You should check his channel out. He hunts all the way up the Cape York Peninsula and into the Gulf Savannah country over here on the Northern Territory, Queensland border. NQ is into digging, preserving and documenting Australian history, and especially World War II history. He also heads out into the back blocks of Queensland here and likes to detect around the old gold towns. Below Queensland we've got New South Wales. Sydney is the capital there, and New South Wales encompasses the Australian Capital Territory. Down here in Sydney I've got another excellent sub, goes by the name of Dinky Die Digger. Dinky Die is a very funny guy. He's into spooky night hunts. He's got 50 or 60 subs, and in actual fact that's as many subs as what he wants.
So you could really do me a favour. You could shit him off if you subbed to his channel. And the thing about Dinky Di is that he answers every comment left on his channel. So g'day to you, buddy. The Australian Capital Territory, as I mentioned, is home to our capital, called Canberra. And Canberra, because it sits on two fairly uniform hills, Canberra means in the local indigenous language, women's breasts. And only Australians could call their capital women's breasts. Down here we've got the small state of Victoria, where I'm originally from, Melbourne, and I've got a great sub down there as well. It goes by the name of iRockOn2, and iRockOn is into guitar. He writes some excellent original tunes. He overscores his metal detecting videos with his own guitar music, and he especially likes to dig pre-decimal Australian coins. So g'day to you, iRock. Up here we've got the Northern Territory. The Northern Territory is not a state, it's actually administered by the federal government, but it was formerly the Northern Territory of South Australia. South Australia down here, Adelaide's the capital, and that holds the distinction of being the first state that was settled by non-convicts. All the rest of us are basically criminals. And then over in the west, WA, Western Australia, Australia's largest state. It's about 3/4 the size of India. And just for my mate John from JD's Coins in America, he's very much a numbers man, JD, and for his information, Texas would fit into Western Australia 3.5 times. So a lovely medallion. As I say, I wouldn't mind keeping it myself. I've never seen another one, and it's so typically Australian. So that's part of the prize there. And then I chose this coin. This is a 1952 George VI Rue penny. And really it's just one of about 60 million made in that year. And as far as I know, so it's definitely not rare, there's no off strike, there's nothing to make it particularly special. But the difference between this coin and the other 60 million is that this one's been plated in 999 fine Australian gold. Now, in a numismatic sense, I'm not sure whether that actually adds to or detracts from the value of the coin, but as a specimen, it's really quite different and beautiful looking. If someone was to give that to me, I'd be delighted. I really like the plain reverse here. It simply says Australia, penny, the date, and the Rue with the Commonwealth star in this corner. And then, because I know that not all of you are into silver and gold, some of you probably prefer copper. So I'll throw in this coin as well. This is a Queen Elizabeth II, 1960. No, it's not 1963. I've actually chosen this one because it's 1955. Because I'm a little bit narcissistic, that's my birth year. So an unadulterated Rue penny from 1955. So that's the prize. As I say, if someone was to give it to me, I'd be pretty delighted, and I hope whoever the winner is thinks so as well. So we'll just have a closer look at that. I don't have a macro function on this Contour camera, so nor does it have a viewfinder, so a lot of my videos are actually guesswork. But what it does have is a laser, which in sort of in the dark, you can at least line up the centre of where the camera's pointing. So, the medallion, the gold, and the copper. Okay, let's conduct the draw. Okay guys, I'm at the grandkids' place now, and this is where I'm going to conduct the draw for the prize. It's a beautiful place they got here in North Queensland. Check this out.
It's the end of the wet season now, hence the heavy atmosphere, and it's been raining most of the day.
Oh, not the pot, darling.
The place still looks like a dream.
Not the pot, darling.
You talk to Poppy first and then we'll pick one out, okay?
Okay guys, so most people use random.com when they choose a number, but today we're going to use Reuben.com. Reuben's my #1 grandson. So what I want him to do is to grab a single number out of his truck here. Have you got one there, mate?
Got one.
You pick one and we'll see what number it is. Number 5. Excellent. Okay, so we'll reconcile number 5 against the list, and that person will be the winner of the prize. Thank you for doing that, Reuben. Good boy. Did a good job. And daughter Spinifex was here as well, just to supervise the draw. Okay, number 5, beauty. Okay guys, I'm back home now with the list, and I'm going to ask my offsider, Bottle Top Bell, who often accompanies me on my metal detecting journeys, to announce who the entrant winner is. So Belle, we're looking for entrant number 5. Who is it, Dar?
I rock on too.
Good on you, thank you. I rock on, unbelievable. I gave you a big shout out in the lead up to this draw, and here you are, you've ended up scooping the pool, mate. So coming to you is the silver, gold, and the ever alluring copper. I'll be sending you a PM with the details. For the rest of you guys, don't despair. In the next couple of weeks, I'll be doing another giveaway, and it'll have a uniquely Australian concept. I'll catch you next time, guys, and thanks for your support over the last 12 months. Cheers.